Welcome back to Newswatch 10. I'm Jeremy David, and we're talking sports. The Southeast Lady Raiders have been on a roll, going into last night's game, winners of 4 straight. So could they celebrate senior night and hand the Lady Panthers their 11th loss in 12 games? Well, let's head out right now to the land of the Lady Raiders and find out a tie score. And Ridgeland's Whitney Smith serving forecourt, and the next thing you know, it's Southeast Casey Crum setting up Cassie Adams for the kill. 6-5 Lady Raiders. They would lose game 1, however. Move ahead to game 2, though. Ridgeland's Shaquila McClin serving near court, and this time it's Southeast Casey Crum setting up Morgan Johnson for the kill. That would make it a 3-1 Lady Raiders lead. Southeast up 1 now, but Ridgeland making some ground. Southeast Shelby McFarland serving far court, and here's Ridgeland's Alicia Smith setting up Macy Littleton. That ball's not coming back. Tie score at 8. Southeast Casey Crumpton now serving far court, and Ridgeland's Alicia Smith sets up Shaquila McClin, and this is money. That would tie things up at 9. Final game now, it's Ridgeland Shaquila McClin serving far court, and this time Southeast Crum sets up Shelby McFarland for the money shot. That would make it a 7-2 game. Southeast, they go on to win 14-25, 25-23, 25-16, and 25-10 in the final home game of the season. Coach Dickey, how do you think your team did today?
We've been on a little roll lately. We've won 19 out of our last 22 matches. So to finish up at home senior night, and we had 2 seniors, Taylor Oliver and Brooke McDonald, that have played. Taylor's played 4 years for us, and Brooks 3. So to send them out, in a pretty convincing win was good for us tonight.
I'm not a very emotional person, but like about 10 minutes before, we had to go out there, I was getting all anxious and everything, and excited and apprehensive, and I just love it. We started off not talking to each other during the first game. It went a little bad. We lost the first game, but then we rallied back up, and the crowd helped a lot because it's senior night. They're here supporting me, and so we rallied back together, and the chemistry got better, and we ended up winning the next 3 in a row.
Congratulations to those girls. Now to some football. With only a few games left in the season, there's one undefeated team remaining in Whitfield County, the Christian Heritage Lions. Jeremy Rao has the story. Thanks, JR. Now to the college ranks, the fans at Bobby Dodd Stadium saw their future behind center Saturday against Duke as the college career of Jabo Shaw was born. So impressive, he was named the ACC Rookie of the Week, and so far, the future looks bright for this kid. It's a day every quarterback will always remember, their first collegiate start. And for Jabo Shaw, that happened Saturday against Duke, where the freshman's 230 passing yards are now the most ever by a Tech quarterback in their first start. But how did the night before his first start go for this Yellow Jacket?
It was a sleepless night.
Yeah.
I was trying to go to sleep, listen to my iPod, or watching movies, watching TV. It was just, it was very sleepless night.
It may have been a sleepless night, but it was the Duke defense who had the nightmares on Saturday, as Jabo ran for 1 touchdown and threw for another, en route to a 27-0 win over the Blue Devils. So the question for Shaw is no longer whether or not he can get the job done.
Just saying, okay, now you've beat an SEC team, and now you've led your team to an ACC conference win. So that puts a lot of confidence on me, and just knowing that I can do it when I'm called upon to do it. So just a lot of confidence now.
For the first half of the 2008 football season, Jabo Shaw has spent most of that time on the sidelines watching the action. But Saturday's win against Duke may have been the first of many big steps in the young quarterback's career.
I thought he played good. I'm proud of him. I mean, there's not a lot of teams, guys, that are going to take a guy who showed up in August and go out there and have 480-some yards and 27 points now. He did some good things.
Jabo played an amazing game. He's 7 years old, with Josh being banged up and whatnot, and this the way the coach has it set up is, having all these reps during the week, anybody could play.
But does Jabo's strong performance now present a quarterback controversy for head coach Paul Johnson?
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I was proud of him, but we'll be very happy when Josh is back out there and we got both of them to work. Josh is a pretty good player himself.
But he's not the only one, as it appears that some of Jabo Shaw's best games are still yet to come. And a lot of football tomorrow. Jeremy Rao and myself will have our annual Thursday football preview. Some good games this weekend, and of course we'll have the Christian Heritage game highlights on that game for Monday. So
Wow,
so-
that's right. They play Saturday, and wow, that's just an amazing story how they're looking for an undefeated
Pretty
season
impressive.
and everything. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, it's been one of those behind-the-scenes days for Cedric Haynes in the Weather Center. Things are not going well. The weather computer has crashed a couple of times, so we're going back. You guys are probably too young to remember the good old days before the weatherman had all the fancy graphics and the colors and all that stuff.
Before
We're-
computers,
Cedric will be
We're going
able
to be
pull
like
it off
that. We're going
anyway,
to let
right?
Cedric animate it and tell us about the weather because the weather computer is defunct today.
And Cedric's lived here for so long.
He can
probably
talk
knows
about
Dalton like the back
He
of his
can
hand.
he can talk about it. We'll have that when we come back. Stay with us.
February 7th.